Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. Today I'm going to be making two really quick and simple mail cards to share some inspiration. I'm going to be using Patina, which is what I used for these cards. Now for those of you who don't know, Patina is a paper pad by Craft Consortium. I did do a full-on flick through of that paper pad, which I'll link in the description box of this video. And when I did that flip through, that's what gave me the idea for this video, because I realised that a lot of people do struggle with mail makes, and because that paper pad is so fantastic, in my opinion, for mail make cards, it just gave me loads of ideas. So I thought I'd come on and create some of those ideas with you today. Now, when I showed these two cards on my Project Share Sunday, there were some requests to show you how I'd made this one here. And although I'm not going to be making this exact card today, you'll be able to see how to do it yourself by what we're doing in today's video. I'm going to bring in the supplies in a minute that I am going to be using, but if you don't have these supplies, don't worry. You'll be able to adapt this to what you do have, so just use whatever you've got. Okay, without further ado, let me show you what I'm going to be using. First of all, obviously, Patina, beautiful paper pad. I absolutely love it. Now, because this pad is also designed to be great for mats and layers, I wanted to use it in conjunction with another paper pad. So this one here is just one that I've had in my stash. It's one I bought because it was going to be great for mail makes, and then I haven't really done much with it, so I thought I'd mix and match the two. I've picked out 3 different stamp sets. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to be using yet, but I've picked out 3 because I like to have a choice. I've got some ink here, and I have a nesting set of dies. Now there's 9 in this one, and these ones are squares. Obviously, when I did this one, I used a completely different die set. But as I said, you'll soon get the idea from using these. And if you don't have squares, use hexagons or rectangles or diamonds, whatever you've got. Nesting dies will just work. If you haven't got nesting dies, you can find something in your house that you can draw around and then cut with a craft knife. Honestly, this is going to be so simple to follow along to. So without further ado, let me speed up this video a bit and we'll go to voiceover. I hope you enjoyed the video.
For my first card today, I'm going to be using a pre-fold card blank from my stash, which measures 8 by 6 inches. So I've then cut down some brown cardstock to 1/8 of an inch smaller than the base, and I've also die cut 8 squares, and these are 2 5/8 inches square. I'm starting with the brown piece of cardstock, and I'm going to layer those squares in diamond orientation down the page. I'm leaving a small gap between each square, and it's probably about 1/8 of an inch or smaller, that border. It's a very small border. Once I'm happy with my placement, I can go ahead and glue those down. While I was in the process of adhering those to the page, I decided to change it up a bit. I left the top triangle blank and I trimmed off some of the excess. Then I decided to use the excess to fill in that small gap. So I ended up having a couple of squares over, but I think that was a great way to be able to reuse some of the papers. Once the rest of them are dry, I can trim off the excess and move on to the next step. This is how your card should be looking at this point, and it's time to stamp a sentiment on the front. I'm going to use the happy birthday from the Pretty Quick set. I absolutely love this set. I was actually lucky enough to win this, and I used my VersaFine ink to stamp my sentiment. I wanted to add some dimension before I place this on my card blank, so I brought in some fun foam, which I have cut down to 5.5 by 7.5. This is going to go directly onto the back of my design, and then this can then go onto my card blank. This is a great way to add dimension to your projects without having to get out double-sided sticky pads. This whole card was made purely using the papers from Patina. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It's a great mail make, so let's move on. For this card, I have used some tonic cardstock to create a base. This has been cut down to 10 by 7 inches and scored at 5. I've then grabbed out some white cardstock, which I've cut down to 1/8 of an inch smaller than the base. I'm also going to be using a die. This die measures 2 1/4 inches, and I've used it to cut out some squares from Patina and the pad for my stash, as well as from some scrap white cardstock. We're going to be working directly onto the white piece of cardstock, so the first thing to do is to position in a diamond orientation your white square. Next we can go ahead and layer up the DSP around that white square, filling the cardstock completely. Now, some of the DSP actually had a map of England and Ireland on it, and I thought that was a really lovely touch, so I wanted to make sure I included that. I've left a border of about 1/8 of an inch, and as you can see there are a few triangles around the edge clear, but that's absolutely fine. Now I'm going to start gluing down my squares. The only square that I'm not going to stick down is the white one. I'm going to make sure that I maintain my borders and that the glue doesn't escape out and stick to anything it shouldn't. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd absolutely love it if you'd consider subscribing. I upload at least twice a week and there's a whole range of content on the channel. So I really hope you'll subscribe and enjoy my channel. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. It really does help to reach more people, the more interaction I can get on the videos. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit notifications to be told when I upload. So coming back to the card, I'm going to remove that white piece now, and I'm going to start trimming off the excess. And as I did with the first one, I'm going to use some of this excess to fill in the missing triangles around the side. I decided to go directly onto the card base with the glue to adhere these down. I just thought it was easier than trying to guess where on the DSP to put the glue. I thought it minimised the risk of glue escaping and causing me problems, and it actually worked really well. Once these are all in place and dry, all I need to do is go around the edges, trimming off the excess. This is how your card should be looking now, and we're going to be stamping the sentiment. I'm going to use the Apple Blossom set. This is the Bokeh and Special sentiment set, and I'm going to use the Happy Birthday from this set. It fits really nicely into the square, and I think it finishes it nicely. Again, I decided to bring in the fun foam to add some dimension before I placed it onto my card blank. So here I'm just adding the glue so that it can go directly onto the back of the topper, and then from there it will go directly onto my card blank. I really hope you're enjoying this video. If you are and you'd like to see similar to this, let me know in the comments below and I will see what I can do. I'm not going to be adding any embellishments to these cards. They are mail makes and I think they look great as they are. So those are the two finished cards. I really hope you like them. Let me know down below which one is your favourite. Is it the nautical one, or is it the one made purely using patina? I'd absolutely love to know. Also, let me know if you have patina, what have you been using it for? Don't forget, Craft Consortium have the Craft Consortium network page where you can share all of your makes using Craft Consortium products. It's full of inspiration, it's a really friendly group, and I will link it in the description box in case you want to join. Thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you've enjoyed the video and I hope you're all well. I will be back soon with more videos, so until next time, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.